Hi, my name is Kailas and I welcome you all to Spoken English Master. Today we will be discussing about introduction. So how to introduce yourself properly, how to crack the interview in a first attempt. Okay, so I will be giving you some points which I have already written over there, you can see. Okay, so taking help from these points you can create your own introduction and you can tell it. Okay, so without wasting time, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, many of us do get confused while introducing ourselves. So how to introduce? First of all, I have seen many students, they say their name. First of all, they try to say their name. So they tell my name is this, my name is that, like that, but this is not the proper way to introduce. Okay, so first of all, we have to greet that person. Okay, we have to greet that interviewer. So the first point is greetings. Greetings means what kind of things? Suppose if you were giving the interview in the morning time, so you can say like hi, hello, okay, or you can say good morning, good afternoon, okay, good evening. It depends on time. Okay, it creates impression. Okay, so the thing is, it is said in English language, your first impression is your last impression. If you are not able to create your impression for the first time, you will never be able to create it. Okay, so first of all, you have to greet that person, okay, whenever you are appearing in the interview. Okay, so I think you have understood it properly. Okay, so next thing, it's very important, that is your name, and it's very easy point because we all know our name. Okay, so it's your name. Okay, whatever name you have to tell the name, full name. Okay, suppose your name is Kailas Ghosh, so you have to tell the full name, not only Kailas. Okay, full name you have to tell. Okay, so next one that you have to learn, that is father's name. Father's name, you know all. Sometimes students also face some problems, they get confused, they say father name. It's a wrong thing. Okay, we should not tell father name. Okay, father's name, that apostrophe s should be there, father's name. So you have to tell your father's name. So my father's name is this, and after that I have written one word, you can see profession, means occupation. What does your father do? Okay, so you can say that my father's name is this, and he is a businessman, he is a farmer, he is a serviceman, whatever he does. Okay, so you can tell like that. Okay, next point, I think you have understood these 3 points. You don't have any doubt. If you have any doubt, you can comment below, no problem is there. Okay, I'll be trying to reply it. Next point, address, the most vital point. Okay, the most important point, that you are having address. 99% students face some problems about this one. Okay, they say full address, okay, postal address, but here we should not tell the full address or postal address. Okay, here how to tell? Here we have to use 2 prepositions. Okay, number 1 in, number 2 is at. These 2 prepositions will be helpful for you. How to tell? Suppose you stay in Damdam at Nager Bazaar. Okay, 2 places are there, Damdam and Nager Bazaar. Let me write it first. Okay, okay, so we all know Damdam is bigger than Nager Bazaar. Okay, Damdam, this place is bigger than Nager Bazaar. So how to use these 2 prepositions properly? In case of in, generally we use for bigger place. For bigger place, what we use? We use in, and for relatively smaller place, we use at. So as I told you, Nager Bazaar is smaller than Damdam. That means if you stay at Nager Bazaar, you can say like that, I stay in Damdam at Nager Bazaar. So what I told you? I told for in, for bigger place we use in, for relatively smaller place we use at. Okay, I think it's clear to you. Acha, let's come to the next point. Or you may have a question. Suppose you can ask me, sir, if I use this one, so if the interviewer wants to know the full address, then when you are appearing in the interview, your CV will already be submitted. Okay, your CV will be submitted over there. So if that interviewer wants to know this one, so interviewer can go through your CV. Okay, he can get the full detail from there. Okay, acha, now next one, it's not that much important, but also it should be told. Like this one, hobby. Hobby means we all know what we want to do when we have leisure time or when we have some free time. Okay, so you can tell about your hobby. Acha. Now this can also be replaced by one word, not exactly one word, two words. Okay, it's a kind of phrase, can be said. Fond of. These two words can be replaced. Suppose your hobby is playing cricket. We know cricket is very popular in our country. We all want to play cricket. Okay, so suppose your hobby is playing cricket. So see, the problem is, if 10 persons is coming, 10 persons are coming for the interview, all will tell the same thing. My hobby is this, my hobby is that. Okay, but you don't have to say the same thing. You have to tell some different things to create the impression. Okay, so you will tell, I am fond of playing cricket. The same thing. After fond of, V1 plus ing. This is called gerund. This process is called what? Gerund, not gerund. Okay, the actual pronunciation is gerund. Gerund. Okay, so you will tell, I am fond of. Okay, I think it's understood. Next one, qualification. I think I should not tell many things about that, because you know this one. Qualification means educational qualification. Okay, whatever you have done, you will tell. BCom, MBA, MCom, whatever, PhD, whatever you have done, you will tell this one. Acha. Suppose if you are a fresher, so you cannot tell experience, or if you have the experience, suppose you have worked at a company, then you can tell about the experience also. Okay, how many years experience you have, you can tell it better. Acha. Next thing, and one thing I have to mention over there, because this is also very important. So suppose if you don't have any experience, suppose if you are a fresher, don't mention it over there. Okay, directly just ignore that one. Okay, tell your qualification, then go to this point. Okay, I think it's clear to you. Acha. Next, strength. Strength is one of the most important things. Okay, because strength creates positivity. Okay, strength means what? Like you can say that I am very punctual, I can work properly, I am very hardworking, I am comfortable for night shifts, because nowadays many companies want you to work over there at night also. Okay, so strength is also very important. According to your strength, you can tell about it. Okay, acha. Next is achievement. Achievement, it's not that much important point, I'd say, because this is a skippable point. Skippable means what? This point is not for all. Suppose you have any degree, or you are the gold medalist in master degree. In this case, or you have a certificate playing at national level or state level, like that, certificate should be there with you. Okay, if you don't have, don't say. Okay, achievement is not for all. Again, I am saying, if you have that kind of achievement, then only you say, otherwise you can just skip this point, don't say. Okay, acha. Last point, it's very important. Aim means goal. Goal means what? In future, what do you want to do? Okay, suppose you want to be a pilot, you want to be an engineer, you want to be a doctor, like in future, whatever you want to do, you want to be a good businessman. Okay, so whatever you want to do, you have to tell. Okay, aim means your goal, your object. Okay, in future, whatever you want to do. Acha. See, have you noticed or not? I don't know. I think you have noticed it. I have written few lines over there also. Actually, one line, not few lines. Okay, but it's important, because I have given star mark over here. Why it's important? Why? What I have written? Let me clear it. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. What I have written? Thanks for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. Okay, here after telling all the points, okay, after telling your introduction, you have to tell this one also. Okay, it creates impression. Okay, acha. I think these all points are clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, any kind of doubt, you can comment below. I'll be trying to reply it. Okay, so thanks for today. Or like if you want to take the screenshot, you can also take it. Okay, this one, I think you have taken it. So that's all for today. In the next video, we'll be dealing with tense, which is the most important thing in English language. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you find this video helpful for you, do subscribe to our channel to get notified for future videos. Okay, thank you.